Hello guys, let's see the continuation part of first chapter, and today we are going to discuss about global e-commerce. Introduction. Most major retailers and consumer manufacturers are going global to capture a large share of the fast growing e-commerce market. So lot of opportunities are being creating in global market, and by accession to e-commerce, companies can grab those opportunities and they can expand their business, or they can establish their brand in a foreign market. To compete in foreign countries, retailers must understand customer needs and expectations and deliver more advanced multi-channel capabilities than they may be doing at home today. So, to compete in foreign countries, companies need to understand taste and preferences of foreign customers, because their lifestyle, their culture, traditions, that is different from country to country. So, by understanding their traditions or lifestyle or preferences, uh, companies need to manufacture, and uh, the product which you are selling in a home country, the same product we cannot sell in a foreign country, because their taste and preferences are changed or it is different. So to suit their taste, we need to produce a product which is suitable for their preferences. So understanding of taste and preferences, or understanding the culture, customs and traditions of foreign customers is very important for global e-commerce. Otherwise your product will not click in the foreign market. So to grab the opportunities, to make use of opportunities, you have to understand, or you have to make a study about the needs of foreign customers. Meaning, global e-commerce means selling products or services across geopolitical borders from a company's country of origin. So, global e-commerce means how in MNC, how they are trading. It is registered in one country. They are having branches in many countries, so that they are dealing. So it is similar, but here transactions are taking place online. So global e-commerce means a company is originated in one country and it is going to have its transactions, or it is going to deal, or it is going to have its customer in many other countries. Products or services are sold into non-native markets through online sales and marketing. Let's see some of the importance of global e-commerce. First one, that is faster expansion into global markets. An e-commerce platform will enable company to make more deals with international buyers and global clients. Lot of opportunities are creating in global market. Accession to e-commerce enables companies to grab those opportunities. And it is not that difficult to establish your business in global market like a normal business transaction. It is not that difficult. That means it is not that too easy, but it is not that difficult like a normal business transaction. So you can establish your brand in a global market, because majority of people are using mobile through web ads, or through ads which are we are providing through internet. So your product can be known to global customers, so you can expand your business with the help of e-commerce. Shorter B2B sales cycles, not only business to business buying process, in normal transaction also, where sales cycle has reduced, because 90% of the business to business purchase, and even 50% or 52% of purchases nowadays, it is done online. So here you can save the time of going to the place of sales team and making what negotiation with them. So everything you can do at home, so that time involved in purchases or placing order, that is reduced. So that sales cycle has been reduced because of using e-commerce. In global e-commerce means you need to go to the place where sales team is or the supplier is there, means you need to visit to the country where supplier is there, so it takes time, no? So that time is reduced in case of global e-commerce. Increased buyer attraction. Researching and purchasing products and services online has become preferred way to source raw goods, means raw materials, parts and products. And 30% of B2B buyers say they complete half of their purchases online. It is according to the Forrester research. According to Forrester research, B2B, business to business buyers, they complete half of their purchases online. And nowadays we also using what online modes for buying. So here we can cover majority of customers, because buyers worldwide use mobile phones. So through the mobile phones they browse, or they'll get information about the product. They can place order. If there is any defect, they can replace it. They can return it, so that you can cover majority number of people through e-commerce. And through the ads provided, many number of people, they'll get to know about your product. Once you click to the advertisement provided, it's directly go to the website of your company where the information about the product are displayed. So you can attract more buyers, means more customers can be attracted through this global e-commerce. Decreased sales and support cost. According to Forrester research, B2B companies can substantially decrease sales cost up to 90% by adding an e-commerce environment to their websites. Not only B2B businesses, even other business also, they can reduce their sales cost gradually by adding e-commerce environment to their website. By migrating to online from offline, many producers, they experienced reduction in client support cost. By using web-based management structure, business, they made inventory management to automated. So they can do inventory checking automatically, and the cost associated with the overheads, operational expenses, that also reduced. So sales cost and support cost, that has reduced by using e-commerce. Amplified brand awareness and trust. By establishing your brand in foreign countries with a strong brand footprint, global e-commerce and the global inbound marketing that support it can make it happen in a big time. This is because of what search engines and advertisement which are provided in online through internet. So you can make your brand known to many people, and it is very important to hire a reputable inbound marketing agency, and that can help to boost your website visibility and search engines positions in a big way. So you need to appoint what marketing agency, so that will make your company's websites are visible, and search engines positions, means when you search in a Google, so your company's information will come first, like that. And the trust means the trust factor is also important consideration. Having sophisticated e-commerce platform engenders trust. So as your brand becomes established and trust, more and more customers, they become familiar with your products, so that sales will increase. And as more and more customers are using your product, that trust also will build about your company. So next we'll see some of the challenges or the problems for global e-commerce. So what are the challenges we need to face? First one, it is globalization. In the business world, globalization means the process of adopting business website to meet the needs of users in various countries. So the needs of users or the customers that are changing, or it is different from one country to another country. So here globalization that enhance connectivity and interdependence among the world markets and businesses. In case of what globalization, where you need to make a payment in a currency of the country, I mean a foreign country, means usually we will be making a transaction in dollars. We need to convert our currency to dollars. And the one more problem in case of globalization, we cannot but offer the same product for all the countries. As already I said that the taste or needs of the people that are different from one country to another country. It may be because of their customs and traditions, or maybe because of their lifestyle. So similar products cannot be offered in many countries. We need to make changes in their features or packaging. So we need to concentrate on it. So it is a problem for the company. By understanding the need, we need to produce a product and we need to offer it to the global customers. Culture. As company think about expanding its business into new country, it will also want to consider the culture. So when you go for global e-commerce, you need to consider the culture of the country where you're offering your product. So culture means it may be a way of life, including behavior, values. So culture can describe a religion, race, or geographic region. So all those things should be considered. So I already said this culture will change the needs of people. So it will change the preferences of people. So that's why you have to consider the culture of a people. Then you have to offer a product. Languages. E-commerce companies need potential customers, a selection of languages to increase their chance of selling their products and services. See, when operating in a single country, languages are few and you can communicate in that. But when you go for global e-commerce or international commerce, you need to improve your customer experiences by providing language options. When customer comes from China or Germany, they prefer their languages than English. So English is what universal language. It can be understood by not everyone. Majority people can understand English, but when it is provided in their own languages, they'll prefer it and they'll understand it easily, because people may ignore the subtitles provided. So to avoid that, you have to provide an option of selection of languages. Translations. Company can use machine translation or human translation to prepare its website for audience who speak in different languages. So machine translation means translating English text into another language. So here voice will not be there, only text is converted into, or it is translated into another language. For that, company has to use a software application. With that application, they can translate English text into another language. Human translation means here in a voice, the use of multi-language person to change one language to another. So here voice is voice of a person or a woman that is there, that is to convert one language into another language. So company has to use a translation to get better or to give better service to the customers. Web globalist. Web globalists help companies to determine whether online selling in a global market will be profitable based on both their products and service lines and their global organization structure. So what is the activity of a globalized? What is their function is? So globalist means they are the consultants. They'll give advice to the companies on how to design websites, how to design their websites, and market and sell their products effectively in international audience. So web globalist means they are consultant. They will give advice to the company about designing their websites, making websites more attractive, and how to sell or how to create a market in a foreign country for international audience. That is suggested by this globalist. Then price structure. Global e-commerce success is dependent on the accuracy of foreign currency conversions. So which platform you're using for converting what currency into foreign currency. So usually the transactions are taking place through dollars, or in a foreign currency we need to make a payment. So here price structure is very important, and you have to offer optimized payment preferences. So usually payments are done through cards like credit cards and debit cards. So similar methods of payment you have to use for all the countries in order to avoid dilemmas. Tariffs. To provide a competitive advantage to domestic producers, many governments impose tariffs on imports. So tariffs means taxes or fees that various governments places on selected imported products. So taxes levied on import goods. So companies, they need to consider what is the tax rates for imported goods. By considering that we have to sell our products at global market. Otherwise, if the tax rate is very high, means definitely our price of a product, it will be very high. So to avoid that, to manage that, they have to study about the tariffs or tax rates on imported goods. Quotas. To provide a competitive advantage to domestic producers, many governments set up quotas on imports for restricting imports or to have a control over imports. Governments places restrictions, or it puts quotas. So quotas means on prescribed quantities, or it prescribes a maximum amount of imports that are allowed into a country. If that particular quantity is exceeded, then you need to pay what quotas on that. So here also, what is the quota rate, that you need to analyze. Next, geographic barriers. How to remove the geographic barriers. So before launching into new international market, you have to learn about national regulations. So what are the rules and regulations that are there for import and exports? So it may be the tax rates or the other rules and regulations. So all those regulations need to be analyzed, or it should be studied by the company, and learn about regional regulations. There may be regulations in a region, so that should be studied, and by studying that you need to formulate your strategy, and you need to learn about import restrictions. So whether your product is restricted in that country, or is there any quotas, is there any tariff in a country where you're selling your product. So all these analyzing or making a study about the country where you are going to offer your product will help you to remove the barriers. So will help you to grab more opportunities in a global e-commerce. Thank you.